guys, gals, and non-binary pals. A fat sack here. I am joined by the lovely, the wonderful MotherTrix. Hi. Hi there. You're,
Oh, hi.
muted, apparently. You're muted.
Whatever, it was going back and forth, okay?
It's fine. It's fine. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing very well. We just got everything set up and ready and roaring to go. I see you are cosplaying. You got your goggles and your dirt smudges and your face mask and your hobo gloves.
Well, yeah, kind of. A little bit.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So yeah, we are going to be doing some more Fallout Cypher. That's what we've been doing. It's been lovely and wonderful. Let's see here. How do I... Can I do that? Oh god, what happened? Trying to get the dice roller to show up properly.
Oh.
So, MotherTrix,
Yes.
you have been watching our games for a little bit, and you decided to jump in. Is that correct?
Yeah.
You just sort of forced yourself into the game, if I remember correctly. You're just like, "Oi, fuck boy, we're playing right now." And
I mean, it didn't go that harshly.
And then you sent some like harsh memes my way, and then I cried.
Nah, you guys looked like you were having fun, so I wanted to join.
Absolutely. So, do you have any background playing tabletop stuff before?
I used to play like a little bit of D&D with my family back in the day, but I was little and most of the time it was just bullshit.
As it usually is.
Yeah, of course.
And then, do you have any experience with the Cypher System other than what you've seen on the stream?
No, this is like my first experience with the whole Cypher anything.
Cool.
So.
All right, so we have already kind of gone over this when we were getting your stuff put together and talking about everything. Host.
Okay.
Thanks for hosting me.
I hope it worked.
Oh yeah, it did. Don't worry.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it did. But we went over this already. But just for the sake of conversation for everyone here, for anyone who happens to be watching the video later on, just so we have our zero session here properly. The Cypher System is a very narrative-focused type of role-playing game system. The way I run my games is a lot more narrative-focused than it is in combat mechanics. There will be combat in the game, but it's more about what you as the player want your character to do, not necessarily what your character is able to do based off of what's put on your sheet. So this is a lot more collaborative storytelling. We can work together on making cool stuff happen, and as long as you're having a good time, then I will be having a good time. If at any point things get weird, or you don't like how the story's going, or you're getting like confused or anything like that, feel free to just be like, "Oi, this is wrong. What's going on?" And we'll figure it out from there. So, can you give us just a quick explanation of your character? Can you give us their name, the little sentence for the Cypher System, the little adjective, noun, verb?
Yes.
And then just kind of explain a little bit about who your character is.
Okay, so my character's name is Donna, aka Dawn Mariani.
Okay.
And she is a strong-willed explorer who scavenges.
Right. Perfect. Fantastic. We got a scavenger.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. Okay, cool. Yeah, give us just a little bit of backstory about Donna, or Dawn, I'm sorry.
So, just like a quick little brief story, her parents and her, when she was a little girl, traveled from the East Coast down to the Midwest to hopefully ease her mom's illness. Her mom passed away. Her dad kind of went into seclusion and going out, picking up a lot of tech and being a scavenger himself. So, when he passed, she kind of just did the same thing, and decades passed. She just kind of hung out in Berkeley, and here she is, just still doing the same thing.
Right. So your character is an older lady, right?
Yes.
I think you described her as a crazy old lady.
Yeah. She's a little ornery. We'll put it that way. We
Okay.
won't call her so much as crazy, but maybe a little bit cranky. She's seen some shit. And, she's tired of the same old. Just kind of wants to just grab some good tech and just mess with it all day.
Right. And so yes, so Dawn, she is stationed. She has been hanging out and living her life in Berkey, which is the settlement that's in Albuquerque, or at least what used to be Albuquerque before it was blasted to hell and back. And we'll get into that once we jump into the game. But could you give us a brief description of what Dawn looks like?
Well, she's got gray hair that's kind of wild and crazy. She's got goggles so she can kind of go face against anything. She's 4'10". She's very tiny.
Okay.
A tiny old lady, just think of your own grandmother, but even more adorable and a little bit more ornery.
Right. Okay. So I'm trying to picture my grandma right now in the wasteland, but I'm looking at some of this equipment that you have currently on you, and can you just explain, like, what does she look like if you were to see Dawn across the road? What would, like, her silhouette look like? What would she be wearing? And then what would be some, like, really prominent equipment that you'd see on her?
She'd look like a pack mule.
Okay.
With a cane. She's got a walking stick that she kind of makeshifted into a sort of weapon. She's got a big backpack on her for just scavenging around, with just like a tool belt, bunch of pockets all over her, what kind of looks like a thicker piece of material to cover her from, I don't know, let's say a sandstorm rolls through, even just like a little bit of protection. So, but not heavy. She's an old lady.
Right. Yeah. That is absolutely fair. And then, what kind of equipment does she use?
She uses a lot of tools. She uses a lot of little, just anything to take apart tech, to be able to put it back together. A lot of, she also has a little handy pip pad that she makeshifted herself so that she could actually pick up electromagnetic waves. So she is, well, I wouldn't say she's the best at tech, but she can at least put something together.
She can make something that's broken probably work.
Yeah. There's a chance that it will work, but just like her, you don't know how long it's gonna last.
That is fair. If someone were to see Dawn, like, across the street, what would be her general demeanor?
Oh, most people would not want to talk to her. She's got a very standoffish, very, like, just socially reserved. She has her mind on her scavenging and her tech. So she just goes straight for it. Nobody really talks to her because they're kind of scared of her.
That's fair. That is absolutely fair. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that sounds great. Anything else you would like to add or talk about with Dawn and her wonderfulness?
She does have a little companion.
Ah, yes.
So instead of an iBot, she rigged it into a cat bot, or a meow bot, if you will.
Right.
And she put little metal ears on it just to make it look a little bit cuter. But it's you can tell it was just soldered on.
Right. Okay, that's right. So you have a little iBot companion that has been
Meowbot.
Turned into a cat.
Yeah.
That poor thing.
Oh, and it meows. It doesn't beep at me. It meows.
Right, of course, obviously, because otherwise, why would you call it Meowbot? Otherwise,
Exactly. It'd just be a normal bot.
it'd just be an iBot. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's super silly. Well, what's its name again?
Meowbot.
Meowbot. Right.
Yeah. Oh, we never came up with an actual name for it. She kind of just says, "Come here, you piece of shit.
I'm sure it's programmed to recognize a slew of insults thrown its way.
Yeah. It's kind of just taken that as its name, so.
Piece of shit. Huh?
What? Me?
Awesome. Cool. All right. Well, that makes sense. Before we get started, I'm going to send you a link real quick for the sound effects. Let me just pop this up. Send. And then you can just have that open in the background.
Cool.
Do.